Hey guys, it's Lauren. I'm here with a beginner contour and highlight tutorial. Stay tuned. First, I'm just lining up my brows or cleaning them up, whatever, with my concealer by MAC, kind of getting underneath that arch. Beating it down with my fingers, then with my beauty blender. I'm going to do the same thing that I did underneath my arch on top of my brows. I'm going to blend it in again with my beauty blender. Just cleaning it up so that there's no fine hairs there. Now I'm using Spiked by MAC to kind of fill in those sparse hairs, making my brows a little bit more defined. Now I'm using my Pro Longwear foundation in NC50, just using my hands and then spreading it all around my face. And I'm just using my beauty blender to kind of like make sure that that foundation is really setting into my skin. Now I'm using my Pro Conceal and Correct palette in medium deep. I believe I'm using NW40 underneath my eyes. Kind of messy, just kind of patting it in. I'm going to blend it in a second to make sure that it's both sides are even and I get the coverage that I'm looking for. Okay, blending it down again, my beauty blender underneath my eyes, making sure that I have all the product where I want it to be. I'm using Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder in medium to set my highlight. Again, because it's for beginners, I didn't want to do too much of a crazy highlight. I'm just going to use my fingers just to tap in some of that product to make sure that I take off some of the shine. I'm using dark cocoa. I'm drawing a line from closer to my mouth up towards my ear and then around my hairline. And the same thing with the other side. You want to use a different beauty blender because you're using a darker concealer for your face. And just tap that in to blend in with your highlight. I'm going to tap that in again to really make sure that it's set into my skin. Now I'm using the Sleek Contour Kit in dark, and I'm using the e.l.f. contour brush to kind of just trace over that same line that I did with the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And you can start to see the shadows on my face. Now we're going to use our highlight to kind of just copy what we did earlier and just put that highlight right over where we put our concealer and our finishing powder. Now I'm just windshield wiping this highlight back and forth to get a little bit more coverage on that highlight. And lastly, I'm going to use my Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder in dark to mix in so I don't have so much harsh lines between my highlight and my contour. Kind of give it a little bit more of a blended look. You don't want to put a lot of product either. Kind of just buffing that into my face to make sure that we just mix everything in, no harsh lines. A little bit more on my forehead to make sure everything looks even. A little bit on my eyelids so that I'm not looking oily. Using some blush to kind of give my face a little bit more color. a little bit more warm. Blending that in again. And that's it. So comment, like, and I hope you guys subscribe.